Welcome to Python tutorials. Today we're going to learn very important topic, list. A list stores a series of items in a particular order. It allows to store sets of information in one place, whether we have just a few items or millions of items. So here are a few examples of lists. These are different types of lists, and the elements stored in these lists are of different data type. If we look closely at the last list, random, the elements stored in this list are of different data type. The first element is 76, which is an integer. The next one is string, which is red, and the third one is again an integer, and the fourth one is string. So in Python it doesn't matter, we can add the elements of different data types in a single list. While in other languages we have to declare first whether it is going to be a string list or an integer list, but in Python we don't need to do that because it's a very simple and easy language, and each element is stored at unique index in list. Bread is stored at 0th index, eggs is at 1, and of course cereals is at 2th index. Lists are mutable. It is a very important topic that we can modify the list, we can change the items of list. While in case of strings, if we do change the index 0 from B to A, we will face the error something like this because strings are immutable. While in case of string list, if we want to change the 0th index from 2 to 10, then it will work this time because lists are mutable. So let's take a list. A is string A, string B, 1 or 2. We always represent the list by using the square brackets. So let's access the elements of A by using the slicing. A0 and print A1. So let's save this file and run this program. So A is stored at 0th index and B is stored at 1 index. So let's see how can we access the elements of list by using the slicing, just like we did in the strings lecture. So let's say if we want to access all the elements before the 3rd index, and let's store the slice string into variable slicing and print the sliced list and run this program. Okay, so we wrote the equal to operator double time. So let's save this file and run this program again. So here we got all the elements before the 3rd index. A is at 0, B is at 1, and 1 is at 2. So before the 3rd index, we got all the elements of list A. So now see how can we access the elements of A by using the for loop. We'll simply write the for I in A and then print the I. So what will happen? A is a list, and I will iterate to this list A, and in the first iteration I will be A, in the next iteration I will be B, in the next iteration I will be 1, and in the last iteration it will give us the 2. So let's see what happened. So here all the elements of the list A are printed, and in the first iteration it gave us the A, in the next iteration B, and 1 and 2. So this is how we can access the elements of the list by using the for loop. So now we will see the concept of concatenation. Concatenation, how can we concatenate the two lists? So let's take another list, let's say B, C. You can take any list, I am just taking for example. So let's concatenate and store it into the variable C, A plus B, just like we did in the strings. So now I'll print the concatenated list. C. So let's save the file and run this program. So here is the concatenated list. The sum of list A and B and the united list C is here, A, B, 1, 2 and B, C, 3, 4. So this is how we can concatenate the two lists in Python. So now we'll see the concept of append and extend. The two functions append and extend, these are widely used in list. So what if I want to add the element in the list A? How can we add this? So simply we will use the append. Let's say I have the number 2 and I want to add it into the list A. So I will use the A dot append the number which I want to add into A number, save the file, and after printing, run the program. So 2 has been appended into the list A. So by using the append function, I added 2 at the end of the list A. So this is how we can add the elements into list. And let's see the extend function. So what the extend function does actually, extend function append the whole list into another list. So first let's take another list. I will take the same list C, D, 3 or 4. So let's A dot extend B. So what will happen here, all the elements of list B will be added at the end of list A. So let's see, print extended list A. Okay, so let's run this program. Okay, so this is the extended list. We have added all the elements of B into the list A, C, D, 3, 4. So this is the concept of extend. Extend basically append whole list into another list, and append just add the one item into the list. So let's see the few functions of list. Like first we will see the length function, which we write by using the len in Python, and we can check the length of the list, print len A, and save the program and run this program. So length of the list A is 4 because it consists of the 4 elements 1, 2, 3, 4. So it simply gives us the length. So let's check the another function, copy. It will simply make the copy of list C is equal to B dot copy. So basically it will copy the B list into C, and C will be comprising of the same elements as the B consists. So now print the C, and let's see what happens. So here is the list of B, same as the B, C, D, 3, 4, and we can see the B is also C, D, 3, 4. So this is what the copy function does. And let's see another function, index. So what the index function does, I can simply check the index of any element in any list. So let's check the index of 2, and in the list A, print the list A dot index of element 2, and also write index checking. So let's save the file and run this program again. So index of 2 is 3. Let's check this. 2, 0, 1, 2 and 3. So it is right. The 2 is stored at the index 3 in the list A. So this is how we can use the index function